Very good morning to you, wherever you are. Greet you with the news that we have beautiful condition here at the National Stadium. It's the Dream 11 T10 tournament, which really is into really coming down to the final stages. Tournament which started on the 4th, just one day remaining. But we greet you. The conditions are a bit cloudy, bit overcast, but no immediate threat of rain. Again, as we look at this beautiful venue here at the National Stadium in Grenada, as we see the dome site above, shows us the beauty of the tongue of St. George. As we looked right at just the hills above us, we can see just to the right of us. We look at the hills just above, just around this facility. Really just does give a beautiful sight as we look at the road again, just coming around. That would be the stadium. They're just coming into the stadium as we look at the warm-up track of the National Stadium, the Kirani Athletic Stadium, and we see this beautiful venue, the National Stadium, where this game is being played today. Really a beautiful sight. One of the feature of this area has been a network of roads in that you can come from various areas, come into the stadium. There's also a practice field just to the left of the stadium, the Wesley College ground. So we do have quite a bit of area that one can use to train. And then, as you see here, these two venues, international matches are being played, both at the Kirani Dream Stadium and the National Stadium. As we see the power station just at the back, and really is a beautiful venue. We look at the car park, and again, that's just to the right of us. Then the road that takes you up to the north of the island, the Happy Hill, and way up the other side. And the sea just next to the road. Really is a beautiful sight, really beautiful view. As we look at now, as we look at the road that goes to Tongue, and you look at the cemetery just at the top, and beautiful houses all stocked. The Tongue of St. George, the Port Highway, we have seen as they look at the houses, all pretty close together, but really does produce a beautiful sight. This Tongue of St. George, a unique site. Port Highway, there's a T10 playing field and a major playing field. Then we go down to the yacht service, and certainly it comes around, go right down to, and we can see Point Salinas goes right down to the end. Really a cluster of houses as we look at that beautiful area. Really a beautiful scene as we look at the Tongue of St. George. Really pleased that anyone would love to come. Beautiful, peaceful. You can feel really comfortable down to the Grand Beach. One of the top beaches in the world, filled with white sand. And I can tell you, a day like today, there will be quite a lot of persons on that beach as we look at the Point Saline area and the airport, and so much beautiful sight as we look around St. George's, the forts, as we see that Jerome is just bringing us back to St. George's, Stantine, and back to St. George's. Really is a tremendous view as we look at the parish of St. George, the Tongue of St. George, in this beautiful country of Grenada. Really, as we look to the hills, and what a sight with houses at really pretty close, look pretty close together. There's housing scheme, houses has been built by the Chinese, all clogged in one area, and probably down to the gravel heap. And really a beautiful site, really hilly on that side. So this facility is surrounded basically by hills, but to just to the right of us, the seas, and again, networks of roads, really beautiful roads around this facility, making it very easy to get into this stadium and also to leave the stadium. So many places you might go, and they probably might just one or two roads to come out, but really, this country is blessed with a network of roads that enables anyone. If you're stuck in one area, you can move very easily to get out. Today being Sunday, pretty calm, and we know that quite a number of persons will be at church this morning. Here we are at the National Stadium, beautiful facility, and really makes for really good cricket. And today we expect it to be the same, although a bit on the cloudy side, just overcast, but again, we're expecting that we are going to get full day's cricket today. Our first match will start maybe just over 5 minutes from now. And then we have a second game which will begin just about 2:30 this afternoon. Again, I want to say special welcome to all our viewers. We know Sportsmax, which goes across the region and also North America, all the viewers, listeners, Winners TV in St. Lucia. We're happy to also have you on board with us. And again, locally here, MTV. So we are making it possible that everyone can be a part of these games, so that can follow whatever we are here to show you this morning. And certainly today, we continue to bring you live this T10 tournament. It's the second edition, and this one certainly has lived up to the expectation. So once again, we really thank you all we welcome everyone for being with us this morning. This time we go down to the toss, and let's see who is going to take first strike this morning, and the views of the captains.
Welcome to the toss for match number 27 in the second season of the Dream 11 Spice LT10 tournament. It is the battle between the 5th and 6th place team in the tournament, and they will battle for the 5th place finish in the tournament. We have with us the captains of these two matches, the home captain Mike Narine, the away captain Ronald Etienne of Clove Challengers, and Mr. Carl Felix, our match referee. Match referee, it's over to you.
Thank you. Point for today.
The call is tail, and it's rolling, and it settles on head. So Cinnamon Pacers have won the toss. Mike Narine, a big matchup between you and your good friend Ronald Etienne. Scott, what would be the decision of the Cinnamon Pacers?
First of all, I want to thank the Almighty for bringing us here today safe. We're going to have a bowl first.
All right, I'm sure, you always say you always take all these games seriously. 5th versus 6th, but it's an opportunity for you guys to probably get another win on the belt. How are you guys looking forward to this one?
As I said, it's another game. We're not playing no friend cricket. We're not playing no easy cricket. We're not playing hard cricket, and we're going to play the game to win.
The last few matches, your senior bowlers would have come to the party. They'd have done well for you. Looking forward to another good performances from those guys?
Yes, I think we bowlers are doing very well, and we'd like them to continue and restrict them as low as possible, so we batters could get enough time to win this match.
Last match, you released a secret weapon. Desmond Maloney, 4 for 5, the best figures in the history of the tournament.
I think he asked me to bowl, and I'd say, well, we're not down and out. Let's give yourself a chance, and I gave the ball to him, and he delivered very well.
All right, Michael, we want to congratulate you guys. Wish you guys all the best for this match, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, Ronald Etienne, being asked to bat first, what total you think would be a good one you guys would want to defend later on?
To be honest, saying a total seems kind of hard now, because I've been saying that all tournament, and we're getting the kind of total that we asked for and still not defending it. So we're just going to go out there, play, have fun, enjoy it, and hopefully become victorious.
At the top of the innings of the last two matches, we saw two special innings from Darren Ned, 76 and 82. I must be pleased with the way that he has been hitting the ball and he's been scoring freely.
Yeah, I'm very pleased. That it's not something that I'm not used to. It's something I'm used to. It's on St. Andrews, so I know he could do it. I'm just sorry that he couldn't do it earlier on in the tournament and effective in terms of winning games with the total that he's going.
I'm sure you'll be looking for a much better effort from your bowlers. Conceded 119, 131 in the last two matches. You would want to see if they can end the tournament on a high.
Yeah, any captain would like the bowlers to improve game by game. But having said that, it's just me wanting them to improve. They have to want to improve by themselves, and hopefully that they had a night rest, thinking about what they did in the past few games, and ready to make a difference today.
All right. Well, it was not the Toro series you wanted, but we're looking forward to a good performance in this match from the Clove Challengers.
Same here, thanks. Hopefully.
All right. So that was the news from the middle. The toss. Cinnamon Pacers. They've won the toss here in match number 27, and they've asked the Clove Challengers to bat first.
So the news: Cinnamon Pacers has won the toss and opted to field on what we expect to be a very keen contest. See the two teams at the bottom of the table, and really would be playing for some form of supremacy as they compete in what would be a day that we expect, Kerry, good morning, again, competitive games to be played.
Yes, most certainly. It is two teams at the bottom of the table, but I can tell you, in interacting with the players this morning, the intensity is high among the camps, and they both want to register a victory in this stage of the tournament. Playing 5th versus 6th, it's a lot of stakes, and the players, I'm sure, would want to give a good account of themselves.
So the teams for today: Clove Challengers, Ronald Etienne, captain; Ricky Alexander, wicketkeeper; Teddy Bishop, Kelton Kadu, Cyprian Forsyth, Kevin Francis, Junior Henry, Dennis Narain, Darren Ned, Gerald Noel, Casimet Thomas. Cinnamon Pacers: Micah Narain, captain; Shion Andrew, Alec Atanez, Jamie Buddy, Junior Cyrus, Bijan Embleton, Javed Hazard, wicketkeeper; Darren Hippolyte, Desmond Maloney, Jonathan Taylor, and Shanti Thomas. So Cinnamon Pacers won the toss and elected to field. The fielders are just picking up their positions. The umpires for today: John Mack and Sean Manmoring. And again, conditions just lighten up just a bit, but still overcast. Again, no immediate threat of rain. And one would think, Kerry, probably the decision that was made would think probably is the best decision.
Yeah, I think looking at the Pacers, how they perform in the tournament, they would prefer to chase. The batting has really let them down on numerous occasions. I counted to 7 scores under the total of 80. So they will be feeling that bowling first would give them the opportunity of restricting them to a manageable total that they can chase down. And as you alluded to, the conditions, it's a bit of the grayish, not really threatening rain at the moment, but it's really cool out there in the middle, and it should provide some good conditions if for the bowlers to get some movement off the pitch and in the air.
Yeah, I agree with you. Certainly, it is a condition that they would want to make maximum use of. Probably bring the ball up a bit, give it a little opportunity to swing. But again, your line will be so crucial, and your length is also going to be vital if you're going to do well. As we see Jonathan Taylor just loosen up. See, we'll begin from this northern end. And Kerry, we got some rain last night. I don't know if it fell by you.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I heard persons was mentioning it, but probably I was knocked out early that I didn't really pay attention to it. But I heard the comments even from the ground staff early this morning and other players at the facility.
Well, that means you really slept well last night.
Yeah,
had a good night.
Yeah, it was a good night's rest indeed.
So once again, welcome to all our viewers. Special mention, Sportsmax again, who have been with us. Winners TV St. Lucia. And our local station, MTV. Jonathan Taylor, first delivery. And this is push on the offside by the right-handed Junior Henry.
Yes, Taylor starting there, and another opening pair we see now, Crooney, for the Clove Challengers, and it has been a lot of chop and change. There has certainly been no consistency at the top of the innings for the Clove Challengers.
Yes, but I do think with the final game they'll certainly want to give really, as we look at the team, I would think everybody on that squad would have had an opportunity to play, so they will want to finish strong. And this one is hit down to mid wicket. Henry not getting hold of it as it goes down to mid wicket on the boundary. So he picked up his first run, and it's one without Lord. They lost. The talented Bishop, Teddy Bishop, comes in to strike, and a player carry that we expect quite a bit from. Certainly haven't really shown the sort of a form, the sort of talent that we know that he has, as he's preparing to face his first delivery from Taylor. As Taylor is up to the wicket, ball to Bishop. Bishop is pushing forward on the offside, go through for a quick single. Again, just a little bit slow there as we see Bishop just happened to get in as that throw coming in from Atenas just missed the non-striker's wicket.
Yeah, I can tell you there that Bishop would have been shot off his ground. Was getting in there with no sense of urgency, and Alec Atenas pretty quickly from backward point shined at the stump, and luckily for Bishop, the ball missed.
So Taylor to Henry, pitch up, and he's lifting this one over mid-off. Didn't get hold of it. They're going to pick up 2 runs. A ball that was pitched up and just push it. It didn't really hit it. They did clear the mid-off, who was in the circle, and the batsman pick up 2. So Henry moves to 3. It's 4 without loss, first over. Again, Kerry, it certainly is of concern the way that Bishop is running in the wicket. We have seen numerous occasions where he just would have made it or really fell short. And for this delivery, and he's pulling. This one goes down to mid-wicket. Where does this go? Down to the field and takes a good catch on the mid-wicket boundary. Again, Darren Ned really moving smoothly.
No, that's Hippolyte. Darren Hippolyte there. Yes.
And picking up that catch just inside the boundary.
Yeah, so smart catch there from Hippolyte, running around from deep mid wicket. He was close to the boundary. An excellent work there in the end by Darren Hippolyte. He had to be mindful of the ropes close to him, but a well judged catch there, and that is the end of Junior's Henry. He goes for 3, and they're 1 down inside of the first over for 4.
Yeah, really was looking to get a shot. It was not as short as we expected, but I think he really tried to hit it over mid-wicket. And Hippolyte really moving smoothly just inside the boundary, taking that catch. So the first wicket has fallen. It's 4 for 1. As we see the informed Darren Ned comes into strike. It's just been puzzled with the hairstyle of Hippolyte and Ned. Was the same. And as we look at both teams outside, they almost same even in uniform, just slight different. So Taylor, and this time he's going to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is playing this one to point again. Again, good movement there. Again by Atenas, hitting the stump, but Bishop really remain in his crease. So that completes the first over. It's 4 for 1. Bishop on 1. And then not just face a delivery.
Yeah, good start there from Jonathan Taylor, and I can tell you, Crony, I've been quite pleased with the way he has progressed through the tournament. He'd have started off a bit scratchy. Probably can say it's a reflection of lack of cricket on his part, but as he have got into the tournament with more overs under his belt, he has really come to the party, and he has been bowling pretty well in the last few matches.
Yeah, he had a good tournament, and I agree with you that lack of cricket, these players, having a discussion with him early on, as he said to me, they try to do as much training as possible. He played in the St. David's League in this T10 tournament, he would have really came on pretty strongly, and he played most of the games.
Yes, he's his 9th match of the tournament, and I just looking at his stats there, Crony, in bowling stats, it's quite impressive. I've picked up 6 wickets for 88 runs, an average of 14.67, but the economy rate 6.07 means that he would have had pretty good control in his bowling, and having an opening bowler bowling in the power play and going for 6 runs and over is quite commendable.
Yeah, it's very good. It's Jamie Buddy. He's going to bowl to Ned, and Ned, good delivery, leaving the right-handed Ned outside the off stump. He just looked to push it on the offside. Good start by Buddy. Seeing some movement, and as I said before, Kerry, you want to use this condition uh, to your benefit. You want to maximize this condition, and one of the things is to just probably bring the ball up a bit, give it an opportunity to move.
Yes, the white balls, they don't swing for a long time, but you want to make sure for the first couple of overs you maximize them.
Body to Ned. Again, another beautiful delivery. Ned comprehensively beaten, good length and good line. Ned came forward and that ball rushes past the outside edge.
Yes, and you know, Kearney, both Ned and Buddy, both from the parish of St. Andrew, so they'd have played a lot of the cricket together, even at the age group level, and I'm sure both of them is relishing the opportunity in competing against each other in this matchup.
Yeah, they certainly would know each other quite well. Buddy, an under 19 player, and also Win was under 19.
Win was under 19, that's right.
Player.
Darren Ned would have gone on to be at the World Cup with the West Indies under 19.
Yeah. So I would think they really would have played with each other on numerous occasions. Buddy up to the wicket. Again, another good delivery, leaving the right-handed Ned as he looked to play. And interestingly, we see now a slip is being placed. Athens coming into the slips. So there's one slip, a short third man or more backward point, a square cover, extra cover, long off, pretty packed offside field. Short fine leg, mid wicket on the boundary, and a mid on. So he's bowling to a 6-3 field. And so far he has started very well, all delivery just outside the off stump, leaving the right-handed Ned. This one a little shorter in length. Ned was just cover up and push it on the offside. So he's off the mark. It's quiet start, 5 for 1. Buddy in his full delivery, just picking up the first single. But really has been hitting the right length and line.
Yeah, good start there from Jimmy Buddy, and ball beating 3 consecutive deliveries, beating the flashing blade of Ned outside the off stump, so he would have his tails up, looking to extract the conditions here quite nicely.
Bishop push on the offside again, and they're going through for a quick single. Good running there by Darren Ned. He was really quick off the mark, and picked up another single. But yet again, I think the judge, as we look at the replay here, we look at Bishop there, and you know, again not sure, leaving a little bit late, and Ned really had to scamper, and really good work again by the cameraman.
Well, I think Ned was the one who was calling Teddy through for a single. Well judged in the end there by Darren Ned, and it's important though, if you're not getting the boundaries, that you keep the strikes ticking over.
So Ned is going to face. This one is played down to third man, and it's going to go down to the boundary for 4. Again, a little adjustment there by Ned as he pushed at it, knowing that the ball is leaving him. Just relax it a bit, and with no third man back, as we see here, again, ball going down to third man for 4. So 10 for 1 at the completion of the second over, but it really has been a good over by Jimmy Buddy.
Yeah, good over there from Buddy to follow up the start from Jonathan Taylor, and that one just the ball played down to third man of the final delivery which is the first boundary in the innings, and knowing the tendency of the Clove Challengers batsmen to go after the bowling, one boundary in the first over is reflective in the score being 10 for 1.
Yes, really, again, there have been 2 good overs. Both Taylor, who is going to start his second over, and he's going to be bowling to Bishop, pitched up again, and this one comes off the edge, down to third man. So you pick up a single again. Bishop looking to play on the onside. The ball just seemed to be straightening and went down to third man. So 1 more to Bishop. See 11 for 1. Darren Ned with his flashing blade really had 2 tremendous innings. The last 2 innings he would have played, so he should be really growing in confidence.
Yes, he's had what 250s in the tournament. Second leading run scorer behind Kimani Milias. He's currently 7 runs behind Milias. I'm sure that he'll be looking to have his eyes on the top spot at the end of the inning.
This is on the plate nicely. Good timing. Point. Ball traveling pretty quickly off the bat. Again, straight to the fielder. See the 11 for 1. Again, slip in place. Third man on the boundary, backward point cover, extra cover mid off, mid on. Short backward square, mid wicket on the boundary. Taylor, shot number 8. This one again, slow delivery, pitched up. Again, beaten the Ned, lack of pace as he was looking to drive. So good going by Taylor this morning. Just conceded 5 runs, and he's in his second over.
Jonathan Taylor from the big parish of St. Andrew, which is not only the breadbasket of Grenada, but
beautiful delivery again. And Ned looking to drive, ball really leaving him, and really it's encouraging to see that they use in this condition, giving the ball some time to move, and that one swung away from Ned.
Yes, good stuff there from Taylor. And I think what has been quite admirable about Taylor's bowling in this inning today is that his tendency to keep the ball as close to the batsman as possible. And sometimes he can get carried away and want to bowl it in the middle of the pitch, but his length has been superb so far.
Another ball that goes outside the off stump. Again, Ned looking to drive square. Again, made no contact, and again, ball just leaving the right-handed Ned. Really have been a good start by Taylor. Just going for 5. Just one delivery to go. It's 11 for 1 in the third over. As Taylor pitch up, Ned clip this one lovely. Goes over backward square for 6. That's a superb shot. Just playing with the tide and lifted it. And it flew over the backward square position for 6.
Yeah, badly line delivery there from Taylor, sliding down the leg side, and Ned, all he had to do just get some bat onto that, and you'd have played that well over long leg for 6. And a good shot there from Darren Ned, because you could have seen his intention to get after the bowlers there, and that one was really a free hit to Darren Ned, and he'd have capitalized on it.
17 for 1. Taylor finished with none for 11. Will be a little disappointed with that final delivery, but Ned again showing his ability to hit 6s, and with the ease in which he hit those 6s. That one went quite a distance. So you're probably going to see spin for the first time. Darren Hippolyte.
Yes, Hippolyte coming from a sudden, and I thought probably the captain may have been tempted to get an over in himself, knowing the conditions and how well the two seamers bowled to date. But he has elected to go for Darren Hippolyte, and will be providing a different challenge out there to the two batters.
Got him, buddy.
Yeah, interesting decision. And really, based on the condition, I probably would have been tempted to go with this. And this one is swung. Where does this go? Over mid wicket. And let's see, just to make sure it crossed the rope, but it went over mid wicket. Ball tossed up, and the umpire just trying to make sure that it clear. No, it's signal 4. We have a look at it here. And ball tossed up, and Bishop didn't get the. Let's see. Yeah, just seemed to have cleared the boundary, and yes, he now changes and signal 6.
Yeah, just good shot there from Bishop. A delivery on the line of the leg stump. He was able to hit over the square.
This one is swung to square leg for 4. Again, pitch up, and Bishop really got into this one and swept it well. It really traveled quickly across the surface, and he picked it up another 4. So 10 runs in 2 delivery. Again, as we look at this delivery, yeah, just hit from just around the middle stump, but he got a good bat onto it. And it raced across that square leg position. So 10 runs and 2 deliveries. Bishop quickly go to 13, 27 for 1. Just going back to the point of, the seamers. We had 2 really good overs being bowled by Jonathan Taylor. And even the first over that was bowled by Boddy was a really good one. And looking at the condition, you want to use it to try and pick up. These are 2 important batsmen. Ned, he would have passed the bat on numerous occasions. One would have thought that you would have given an opportunity. Bishop again is looking to hit over mid-wicket. This one, he made no contact. Again, just trying to pick up maybe from just outside the off stump. There's one fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. And there's a long on. We're still in the power play. These are the 2 fielders out. Bishop is hitting well. This is hit beautifully over long on. Mid-wicket, wide mid-wicket for 6. Again, pitched up. And really got under it and give it a full treatment.
Yeah, I think that is just no poor bowling from from Hippolyte, just bowling those deliveries right into the swinging arc of Teddy Bishop and coming around the wicket crony and bowling it on the stumps. It's really a free hit for the batsman over the leg side.
So the score moved quickly to 33 for 1. Ned on 19. So Hippolyte going for 16 runs in this over. Still 2 deliveries to go. Now he goes over the wicket and bowl to Bishop. Bishop is driving over cover, and this is going to go down to the boundary for another 4. Again, pitch up, and really no danger there as he hit it over probably a mid-off era.
Well, yeah, wide long off.
But again, using his feet. So Bishop really is on the go. Expensive over bowled by Hippolyte. His first over gone for 20 so far.
And in that over, he would have more than doubled the score after 3 overs. Hippolyte's over 64.64. And I'm sure Bishop would be looking to see if he can get another boundary of the final delivery of the over.
Well, there's no change in the field as Hippolyte into Bishop. Bishop is driving, comes off the edge, and this going to go down to third man. And yet another boundary. Really have been really a big over. Some 24 runs have been scored in that over, and after the end of the power play, it's 41 for 1.
Yeah, good comeback there from the Clove challengers in that over to get up to a respectable 41 for 1 at the end of the power play. And now the captain has the luxury of having an additional 3 fielders outside of the circle there. And we could have seen in that over there, Hippolyte, he was really out of it as the attack was taken to him by Bishop. It's Easter Sunday here in Grenada, as we can see. The tradition of kite flying around the Easter period continues, and a little kite there struggling in the heavy breeze, and he's looking to see if he can enjoy his time up in the air.
Yeah, certainly, Kerry. Just seemed as though tail is a little bit short. But are you surprised that we haven't seen more kites at this period?
Well, I think it also has to do with the location we are in the island. I have seen videos and pictures of kite flying competition up in the Windsor Forest area. I think that was on Good Friday, and there was quite a few number of kite flyers and persons up there enjoying the atmosphere. But St. George's, especially with the capital city, with all these restrictions in terms of flying kites into the flight paths.
Micah Narain, and this one is true. Lovely shot by Ned and goes down to the boundary for what a shot. Really good timing. This one was pitched up and he really stroked it back just on the onside, and neither the mid off, the long off, or the long on could have get across. Oh, what a lovely shot.
Yeah, powerful shot there from Darren Ned, and he just hit that gun barrel straight. The 2 fielders, as you said, they were not far from it, but before anyone could have gotten around, the ball was over the ropes. Powerful shot there from Ned. Takes him on to 15.
It's 45 for 1, the 5th over. Ned is hitting this one. It goes down to the short third man. Again, traveling rather quickly. Pick up a single.
That's a Taylor there who's not able to do the fielding cleanly. The ball would have came to him with a great deal of pace, and he's not able to hold on to it, and brings Teddy Bishop into strike this over. And Crony, the way he has been going in the last over, I'm sure he'll be looking to continue in a similar vein.
He's 27, pitched up, and Bishop is lifting this one, and this one, the mid-wicket fielder takes the catch just inside the boundary, and Bishop, they're not getting hold of this one. and being caught on the boundary, and he going for 27. It's 46 for 2.
Excellent catch there from Darren Hippolyte again in the mid-wicket boundary. You could have seen he was worried, very worried that that ball was going to sail over his head. He took it at just a couple of, maybe 1 or 2 yards from inside the boundary, and he nervously stepped back to ensure that he was off the ropes. A good catch in there from Darren Hippolyte. Though he would have suffered under the hands of Teddy Bishop in the previous over, I'm sure he's elated to hold on to the catch to see Teddy Bishop goes back into the dressing room for 27. Clove challengers now in the middle of over number 5. They're 46 for 2.
Yes, I would think that Hippolyte really would have been really happy to take that catch. It was roughly treated in the over, and he bowled to Bishop. So we see the captain.
Yes, Ronald Etienne. Yeah, he's had a few stats in the tournament, Crony, but I don't think he'd have had one score. I think it was 66, 150 in the tournament, but I'm sure he would be looking to see if he can maybe get another of those big scores for his team, because 46 for 2 in over number 5, they would want to see if they can get up maybe to 110, 115.
Yes, I certainly think they would want to get to over 100. We're still in the 5th over. In Ned. A lot will depend on Darren Ned. This one is stroke to cover. Again, and there's going to be a run out. What a run out there.
Oh, quite unfortunate there. Ned played that one to the fielder in the extra cover position. The captain, Ronald Etienne, went scampering down asking for a single. And you can see Ned had no injuries. They hit it very well. Quickly to I make that Junior Cyrus coming in from backward point, and Micah Narayan, who was pretty distance away from the stumps, had enough time to collect, get back to the stumps and remove the bails. As we can see the disagreement continuing there between the captain Ronald Etienne and Darren Ned. So the 3rd wicket down for the Clove challengers now, Crony, and it was certainly a poor piece of cricket on that instance.
Yeah, definitely. The ball was played square, and it seems as though really there was no calling, and actually Darren didn't actually leave his crease as he came forward and he pushed it square straight to the fielder. But I think Etienne will have himself to blame. He was really quickly on him whether or not there was calling. We didn't pick that up from here. But certainly I think where Ned was, I mean, there was no indication, no intent to run. But Etienne was on him.
Yeah, that brings to the crease now Kelton Kadu, former a youth player who would have represented Grenada at the under 15 level. He would have been away from cricket for a while, but it's good to see he's back as Narayan goes again to.
This is push junk to long off slowly, and Buddy had to really move to his left. He pick up 2 runs. So Ned moves by 2. He goes to 18, 48 for 3, and he will want to bat really for most of the overs if they're going to get up to a score maybe 100 or even more than 100. Narayan, and Ned is hitting this one down to long on and taking on the boundary. Athenes, their slow delivery, and Ned looking to clear long on and only able to hit it down to Athenes, who just had to jump just inside the boundary and take a good catch.
Yeah, excellent catch there from Athenes. And think, Rooney, one thing we cannot fault the Cinnamon Pacers for, the outfield catching has been quite superb. We saw 2 excellent catches in mid-wicket by Darren Hippolyte, and now Alec Athenes taking a very smart catch there to dismiss the dangerous Darren Ned for 18. The Clove challengers, they've lost 3 wickets in over number 5. They're 48 for 4 after 5 overs.
Yeah, we'll be disappointed with the start. They were 41 for 1 really, and the wicket of Etienne, and now losing the wicket of Darren Ned really has been the main contributor in regards to batting. Well, he has just fell.
Yes, quite a sorry state now for the I'll just ask the score if you can just put up the fall of wickets first, so we can see where the wickets would have fallen, knowing that they lost an early wicket. Junior Henry in the 1st over, but in that 5th over there was 3 wickets which fell on in that over. The first wicket falling with the total runs 11. The first.
Let me see, Maloney.
Sorry, that was the bowling card we're looking at there. So we just once we get a fall of wickets, we're gonna inform you in a while. But we can tell you there that 3 wickets was picked up in over number 5, Crooney, and that certainly has helped to drag back the match now in favour of the Cinnamon Pacers, as it's going to be Desmond Maloney, the man with 4 for 5 from the previous game, to take up the bowling.
Yes, and he's going to come from the southern end. It was 41 for 1 at the start of that 5th over. Maloney, he's going to bowl to Kadu, and Kadu looking to push it on the offside, made no contact. Really going to be an uphill task.
Yes, and if we just pause there to tell you that the wickets fell at 46 and 48. Quite a mini collapse there from the Clove challengers.
Maloney. That's right arm, off spin, pitch up again. Kadu looking to swing across this one. Ball which really, if he hit straight in the slot, looking to swing across it, he made no contact.
Kadu will be one of the products from your parish.
Short delivery again, he's looking to pull, and he really got all tangled up there. Quicker delivery that probably got some bounce, and he was looking to hit to mid wicket. Again, just get himself in a bit of a tangle. As Kadu once again faced Maloney, and again he's hitting this one down to long on short delivery.
We can say he finally made connection to one of those shots he had been attempting.
Yes, short enough to hit between that long on and that mid wicket, but he only able to get it down to long on, so he's off the mark with 1. Cyprian Forsyth, who we haven't seen come into his own in this tournament. He hit probably one of the bigger 6s in the first edition.
Oh yes, I remember that quite clearly up onto the roof of the National Stadium.
This one is played to backward point. Good time in there, but it went straight to the fielder. The score remains 49 for 4 as we just about completing the 6th over. Forsyth is pulling well down to mid wicket. The fielder comes there and goes split both fielders and goes over the roof for 4. Good shot and really well played by Forsyth.
Yeah, top shot there from Forsyth. You have seen it was a bit slow and linked also in pace, and he had to just wait a fraction longer on the back foot. Excellent shot there, dissecting the 2 fielders in the deep. Cyrus and a Buddy. And I can tell you, Cyrus and Buddy, they are 2 of the quicker fielders in the outfield, but none of them stood a chance. 4 runs to Forsyth, takes him off the mark, and it's the 50s up, 53 for 4 after 6 overs.
Yeah, and you're right, that he was able to hit that ball, and I think it's because he stayed a little longer and had to, take some time. He was able to hit it in that gap. Probably if he played normal pull shot, probably would have been stopped by the mid wicket, but just got it a little squarer and picked up a very important boundary.
Yeah, so just want to encourage you to come on down to the National Stadium to enjoy the action here. It's the first of 2 matches. Later on, we're going to see qualifier number 2, the Bayleaf Blasters versus the Ginger Generals.
Narayan again pitched up, his on played on the onside, and we probably just wait for the signal. It comes off the bat, so that's another single. It's 54 for 4, Forsyth on 4 from 2 deliveries, and Kadu, he's on 5 deliveries.
Yeah, Forsyth now, Crooney has an opportunity to carry his team to the end of the innings, and knowing him, he'll be backing himself to see if he can go big and get his team upwards of 100.
As he faces Micah Narayan, pitched up, will play down to long on, again slower delivery. Well played by Forsyth there. Again, he was looking for the big drive, but Narayan really skillful there, using a slower delivery, and he had to come down on this one, just push it down to long on Atenes, and he picked up 1 more.
Yeah, very smart bowling then, Narayan.
Kadu again is looking to drive, no timing. Atenes coming quickly off the boundary, and so 1 more. It's 56 for 4. We quickly coming down to the end of the 7th over. So they will have to begin to find some boundaries.
Yes. Crooney, just looking at the figures there, and Michael Narayan is the second leading wicket taker in the tournament.
This one is played fine. Well played by Forsyth. Again, slow delivery. And just so it's a little unfortunate went straight to that
Embleton in short fine leg.
Short fine leg. And bounce off him. So they again pick up another single. So just doing it in singles. 4 singles in the over so far. So Narayan won't be too perturbed about that. Again, ball is hit down to mid wicket. Yet another single. As Hippolyte comes off the boundary. So they're doing it in singles.
Yeah, and I think the captain of Michael Narayan himself will be quite pleased. He has figures of 2 for 12 of 1.5 overs, and will be hoping to bowl a good delivery to end off this spell. And as we said, Michael Narayan has 11 wickets in the tournament.
Short ball hit down to again backward square on the boundary. Yet another single. Really have been a good over. All singles. 59 for 4 of the 7 overs.
Yes, and the end of the spell for Michael Narayan, I can just tell you that he picked up 11 wickets, going at an average of 10.55, and his economy rate is just a touch under 8 at 7.91, and the skipper would be quite pleased with his performance in the tournament in the bowling department.
Yeah, he's one of those thinking cricketers, very knowledgeable. Is Michael Narayan, played at the under 19 level for Grenada, and I could tell you, being part of that team. I think I was manager coach, and he really, created a big impact in that Winnow Islands tournament. Certainly, he's a player that spent a lot of time to think of his game. So the 8th over is about to begin. Maloney. This time it comes around the wicket. And this one comes off the edge, and they're going to go very close to the third man boundary. Taylor is after it and just lose the battle as it goes. Got his hand to it, but flicked it over the boundary. And welcome boundary picked up there by Forsyth. He moves to 11, 63 for 4. Start of the 8th over.
Yeah, valiant diving effort there from Tila's Forsyth, looking to force that off the back foot. And I can tell you that the big fast bowler from St. Andrew, he left everything out there. Big dive, you just scooped it up in the air rather than back. But 4 more runs to Forsyth.
Forsyth, next delivery, looking to push outside the offside, made no contact. So he would want to bat for the remaining overs. Pitch up, he's swinging this one down to mid-wicket. He's going to drop short of the mid-wicket fielder.
Cyrus.
He pick up a single there.
Good work in the deep there as 2 fielders out there. Buddy, who is in mid-wicket, and Cyrus, who is a backward of square.
And they certainly have 2 better fielders in that position. Keen. He's looking to pull his cadu, making no contact. Beaten by pace there, and probably didn't pass too far from the off stump.
Not at all there. And a faster one there from Maloney, and you can see he's using all his experience in his bowling.
Again, he's pulling. This one goes down to mid wicket, and the body fielder comes off the boundary. So one more. Cadu 4 from 8 deliveries.
Yeah, I think so far the guys have Maloney has gone for 11 of his 11 deliveries bowled in the innings, and into his final delivery.
Forsyth hitting down to long off. Again, the long off fielder comes around, and he could only pick up another single. So Maloney has completed his spell, going for 12 in his 2 overs, and after 8 overs. Clove Challengers being asked to bat first. They are 66 for 4.
Yeah, and Crooney, though the partnership between Cadu and Forsyth stands on 18, but I still believe that the Cinnamon Pacers, they'll be quite happy to have them now scoring at just 8 1/4 run and over, considering they were 41 for 1, and a few overs after the 66 for 4 has demonstrated the control that Micah Narayan and Maloney has been able to exert here in the middle overs. And with 2 overs to go, the onus will be on the batsmen from the challengers to see how they can maximize those final 12 deliveries.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I think the turnaround came really from 41 for 1 when they lost those 3 wickets, well, ETN and the inform Darren Ned went. I think really the table would have turned there. Now they have to catch up. Just 2 overs remaining. As Buddy bowls and hit again down to mid wicket, and again only a single. And they will be happy just to let them have the singles. So Forsyth 14, Kadu on 5. Buddy so far just 1 for 7. Would a very good first over. Just went for 6 and passed the bat of Darren Ned on a few occasions. The field is a long on, right back at the ropes, mid wicket, deep backward square. The all right back to the rope, long off, and also the cover. Ball pitched up, he looking to turn on the onside, comes off the pad. Again, leg by signal, umpire John Mark.
Yeah, I think the replays would indicate that what that delivery would have been sliding down the leg side there. So a good decision there from umpire John Mark.
Yeah, John Mark have been known, even the first edition, Kerry, really to make some really, probably from where we sit, 100% decision in terms of accuracy. Really have been doing very well. Forsyth is looking for the big hit, goes over third man. The fielder is going back. Just was not able to get his hand to it. One thought that should have been able to pick up 2 runs there.
Yeah, Forsyth a bit struggling so far for looking for those big hits, and I'm not too sure if it's as a result of the trickery of the bowlers in taking the pace off those deliveries there. But you can see he's not able to hit freely as he'd wish. Though he's 15 of 11 from 15 runs of 11 balls, 8 of those has come off boundaries.
Pitch up, and this one is lofted in the air. Someone is going to get on that. Athanes come and takes.
No, actually, that is Deshante Thomas. Athanes there down in long on there, yeah. And Deshante Thomas, a sweet redemption from Deshante Thomas. You remember earlier in the tournament, you'd have dropped a sitter when they would have played the Nutmeg Warriors, a hat-trick ball. There, and quite a bit of running there by the young fielder, and excellent catch there. He had quite a bit of running to do, and he'd have done pretty well there. So the 5th wicket down now for the Clove challengers, and they continue to struggle. They're 69 for 5.
Yeah, very good catch there by Thomas. And one of the things that we have to run, and when that ball is in the air, you have to be able to judge it. But I think he did very well and caught it with both hands. So Alexander comes in 69 for 5, and probably might be a good thing. Alexander does hit the ball well, and they would want to, in the next 8 deliveries, really would want to pick up on the scoring.
Yeah, Ricky Alexander from the sister island of Kiaraku, participating in the Spice T10 tournament for the first time. He'd have had a couple of stats in the tournament, not really able to get on. I remember there was one game, there was a big partnership. I think it was against Cinnamon Pacers when he'd have played them in the group stages. There was a big partnership between himself and Ned, but they were not able to.
Again, Buddy. Again, slow delivery. We have seen as the tournament gets deeper that the bowlers are and using a lot of variation in that using the slow balls really much more often.
Yeah, well, I think you have to, because the wickets are so in such a good state that you can't just come and bowl and want to bowl pace. You have to use trickery to keep the batsmen honest.
Pitch up, and this one is hit down to mid wicket again. Not getting hold of it, and batsman pick up a single. Again, one would have thought that we'd be rushing there, but again, Forsyth at the end of the 9th over, he would probably want to face most of the strike. He's on 16 from 13 deliveries. It's 70 for 5 after 9 overs.
Yeah, excellent over there from Jimmy Buddy, one which went for just 4 runs, and A leg by was also there, which would take it to 1, 2, 3, 4 runs, including a leg by. So excellent bowling from Buddy. He finishes off the match with 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 9. And Griffel Crony, the 2 opening bowlers for the Cinnamon Pacers, collectively they've bowled 4 overs, picked up 2 wickets at 20. Quite outstanding work for the 2 young fast bowlers from the big parish of St Andrew.
Yeah, they both bowl well. I think one of the attributes was to not to bowl too many short deliveries. It was bringing the ball up and being able to get the ball to move about. Outside still a little bit overcast. The sun is trying to peep through. Light, very good for cricket. Just that we're not having the hot sun that we are used to.
It's there on Hippolyte, who has bowled the most expensive over of the inning, none for 24 to bowl the final over.
First delivery, wide, and it will signal wide by the umpire. Not a sort of start that you want coming into the final over.
Yeah,
Interesting, most expensive. With comeback, he'll want to make amends as he's up to the wicket, bowl to Forsyth. Forsyth is loft in this one. This goes high in the air, and the 2 fielders is going. Hippolyte is going, and really, no one got it, and he picked up 2 runs.
Yeah, the ball went high in the air, but it really left nowhere. And I think Hippolyte was watching to see Alec Athanasis come screaming off the boundary, but the ball was actually even closer to Hippolyte. And at the last minute, he realized where the ball was, and he tried to make an effort there, got nowhere close to it in the end.
Yeah, 2 runs as Hippolyte. And Forsyth is swinging this one. The mid-wicket comes around and takes the catch again. Not getting hold of it.
Buddy, good catch there in the body by Buddy. You can see Crony actually was going multiple ways, and at the end he had to settle himself, steady himself, took a fine catch there on the boundary, and the 6th wicket down for the Clove challengers, and they're really up against it, Crony.
Yes, and why couldn't he have hit it straight? Just come and hit it straight, and really would have cleared long off with ease. And again, try to pull this from outside the leg stump, the hit over mid-wicket, and only succeeded at hitting it down to Body on the boundary. So Forsyth going 73 for 6.
Yeah, a wicket to Darren Hippolyte, and I'm sure that would really make him feel a bit better now in terms of his performance. He has done well in the field in terms of his catching, picked up 2 excellent catches there in mid-wicket, and now picking up the wicket of Cyprian Forsyth. 4 balls to go. I'm sure you'll have his sights set on maybe picking up another 1 or 2 wickets, but Ricky Alexander in strike would have different thoughts.
And this ball is hit again. Where does this go? Down to long off, who really was a bit slow there.
Looks like Maloney coming off the boundary.
So actually, Alexander on 1. Thomas comes in to strike.
Yes, and Casimir Thomas, as we see a kite, Crony struggling for its life here over the ground. Quite a few headers being made there, and as you alluded to, Crony, I think his tail is probably a couple of feet too short.
Yeah, a couple of feet. You said it right, a couple of feet too short. So the left-handed Thomas will face Hippolyte. Thomas is hitting this one down to mid-wicket on the boundary, and they looking to come up for 2, but just a single. The captain.
You can hear the ribbon going on there in the middle there. Javed has quite a colourful character there. Really letting the fielders, the batsmen know that it's Mike and Narayan coming in from mid-wicket. You cannot take on his arm. And whatever he said, the batsman decided to settle on 1.
75 for 6. And this one is swung. Where does this go? This one clear long on. Lovely shot. Really hit from the middle of the bat and hit it way over long on for 6. What a welcome boundary, Ricky Alexander.
Yes, an important 6 there for the Clove Challengers, a team which likes to hit 6s. It's the 4th 6 in the inning, in the 9th in over number 10. Good shot there from Alexander, hitting over deep mid wicket for 6, and he was able to capitalize on that delivery, pitch just on about the middle stump, and hitting in what has been, we can regard, the favorite areas for a number of these batsmen, and it's 6 runs to Alexander.
So he faces final delivery, and he
stumped.
Stumped final delivery again, looking to repeat the shot, and making no contact hazard. Pretty quickly tick off the bail, and Clove Challengers inning has come to an 81 for 7, and after they was sent into bat this morning, and probably would be a little disappointed at 41 for 1. They look really good, but certainly the loss of those wickets in the middle really will push them back.
Yeah.
Just ended with 81 for 7.
Yes, good comeback there in the second half of the inning by the Cinnamon Pacers and Clove Challengers, as mentioned earlier on. Crony mentioned earlier on, was 41 for 1, and that means they lost their final 6 wickets for just 40 runs, or they lost 6 wickets after that for 40 runs, finishing on 81 for 7. Teddy Bishop, he would have been the top scorer in the innings with 27, but pretty good control so far from the Cinnamon Pacers bowlers, Crony, and though Darren Hippolyte went for over 17 and over, he would have picked up 2 wickets in the end. Rich really rounded off a good performance in the field by the Cinnamon Pacers.
Well, they would be pleased at 81 for 7. They would please really to keep Clove Challenger down to that score, and really, even though they haven't batted as well, but I think the likes of Athenaeus, would feel they would feel pretty confident at 81 for 7, chasing that score, and they will be pleased with their performance this morning.
Yes, and it's a team that their batting, we know, has struggled a bit, has crossed 80 only once in the tournament with the bat, and now this one is 81, Crony, and it is in that, sort of on the par score that teams tend to not sure how to attack it, and they will be now in the hut, seeing how they can strategize to chase that 82 for victory. I'll just run through the scorecard there for a minute. As we can see, Junior Henry, he was the first to go out for 3, caught there on Hippolyte ball, and Jonathan Taylor for 3. Teddy Bishop caught Darren Hippolyte bowled Micah Narayan for 27. He was the second man out. Ronald Etienne, he was run out. Junior Cyrus without scoring for naught. He actually didn't face a ball. Darren Ned, he was caught. Alec Athenaeus bowled Micah Narayan for 18. And at that stage, they've lost 3 wickets in 1 over. Kelton Kadu, he struggled a bit. Scored 5 of 11 deliveries. Caught Deshaunte Thomas. Fine catch from Deshaunte Thomas. Bowled Jamie Buddy for 5. Cyprian Forsyth caught Jamie Buddy down in the deep mid-wicket boundary, bowled there on Hippolyte for 18, and Ricky Alexander was a final batsman dismissed, stumped off the final ball of the inning off the bowling of Darren Hippolyte for 7. Casimir Thomas not out on 1, and the Clove Challengers, they ended on 81 for 7. Crony, before we continue with the bowling stats, we're going to just go down the ground to Shirice, who has with her Jonathan Taylor, one of the star performers in the Cinnamon Pacers bowling attack, and she'll have a few words with him.
Thanks, Kerry. Here with me is Jonathan Taylor of the Cinnamon Pacers. Jonathan, tell us a little bit about your stint out during the innings today.
Well, we know that the Clove Challengers, that once they get a good start, they could give us a tough time in the starting. So we just had a plan, try to get as much dot balls as possible, try to restrict them as much as possible, and just continue to stay positive in the field. And I think we came out and we did pretty well today.
We noticed in the last couple of games played by Clove Challengers, they were able to hit the respective teams for a significant number of boundaries, and in this innings we didn't see that many boundaries coming off. How would you say you guys were able to restrict the boundaries in this innings?
I must say hats out to Alec and Maloney. 2 of the senior players, they analyze a lot of players a lot before games, and they kind of give the bowlers a lot of plans of how to bowl to different batsmen. So I think that kind of helps us a lot in the game, and it helps in restricting batsmen. Just looking at how they bat, their style of batting, and looking at ways to restrict them.
And we see today you were able to restrict them to 81 runs. And in Cinnamon Pacers' previous encounters, we've seen that the low scores too seem to give your team a little bit of trouble. So what can we expect with the batting today?
Well, I think we have a good range of players. We just maybe fall short in the season so far. We maybe haven't got enough, but we back in our abilities every day that we could come out and execute. And I think today will be no difference. Once our batsmen stay positive and we come out and with the mindset to do it, I believe we can do it.
Thank you, and all the best in your chase.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, very interesting comment there, Kerry. As he said that Beanie, Sharice have someone else.
Yeah, Casimir Thomas. Yes.
I'm here with Casimir Thomas of the Clove Challengers. Casimir, today your team was restricted only to 81 runs, coming off previous games where you guys would be able to score in the 100-120 region. Tell us a little bit about your team's batting performance today.
Well, I think we didn't get after the start we wanted. Past couple games, I think that we got after a fairly okay start, and then we continued the momentum through the middle overs. And I think today we just lacked that start at the top, and then the middle overs wasn't as we wanted. So, I mean, 81 on this wicket, I think it's a fairly okay score. Once the bowlers bowl in the right areas, I feel like we could have the opportunity to come out victorious again.
And you mentioned once the bowlers bowl in the right areas. What sort of bowling attack can we expect in the second innings?
Well, I think you should expect a disciplined bowling attack. I feel like in this short version of the game, I feel like once you bowl consistently in hard-hitting areas, I think that the batsman will be forced to play rash shots. And I feel like we have a bowling attack that could definitely present that type of challenge for the batsman.
Thanks, and all the best in your defense.
All right, thank you.
Back up.
All right, thank you very much, Sharice. And we can hear there the two teams are quite confident of their chances going into the second half of this match. And Crony, we're going to take a break. And when we resume the action here, it will be the chase of the Cinnamon Pacers in pursuit of 82 for victory.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Seoul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Seoul, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
Can't wait for T10.
And welcome back at the National Stadium. Clove Challengers 81 for 7. Cinnamon Pacers will need to get up to 82 for victory as the sun just seemingly looking to come out. The area look much brighter as we see Cinnamon Pacers. Alec Atenas is preparing to face the first delivery. The off-spin of Jaron Noel going to pick it up with a fairly tight set offside field, short third man, backward point, cover extra, cover mid-off, all in the circle. This ball is pushed back to Noel. Shortish delivery. Good afternoon, John.
Yeah, good afternoon, Crony. Afternoon to all the listeners.
Noel, second ball played to backward square, straight to the fielder. Seemed to be Chad Charles at backward square. Noel coming around the wicket. Given a little bit more air, turned down to short final. Again, the fielder coming on quickly. And again, no chance of run. Pretty quiet start there. Noel just looking to put it in the right areas. Atenes, left-handed batsman from Dominica. Again, play to backward squares. Fielder again comes in. Again, no chance of a run. So 4 deliveries. Atenes not yet off the mark, but not trying anything rush. Just seemingly playing each ball on its merit. Yes, Noel. Shorter delivery. Play down to long and ambles a single. The captain run at 18 comes off the boundary. So 1 without loss. Atenes very careful not to take any chance. The left-handed Sheehan Andrew comes in to strike. A very quiet period. Just still on overcast side. Noel. Wrong the wicket. Andrew again looking to turn, and let's see, will be wide signal by the umpire. Not collected cleanly by the keeper. So 1 more total, 2 without loss. And Jaron Noel, former Windward Islands under-19 player. Again, this one goes down the leg side. Again, will be signal another wide. Andrew again getting inside the stump, looking to turn it down to fine leg. Making no contact. Just throwing a bit in his line there. Again, this one is outside the off stump. No contact by Andrew. And that completes the first over by Noel. Just 3 runs scored, 2 wides. And Atenes on 1. So it's 3 without loss after 1 over.
Yeah, very good start by Noel. Credit must be given to Noel. He's not bowling. His delivery is very fast. He's just slowing up a bit. And Alec Atenas and Andrew not being able to score freely against him. So a very good over there by Noel.
Is it one of the things that we have seen that maybe the slow bowlers, maybe the spinners, probably bowl a little bit too fast, and sometimes we they need to probably give it air and seemingly want to drag the batsman out. Sometimes it just seems as though the bowl a bit too fast.
Yeah, I think with the number of sixes being hit, the spinners really do not want to flight too many deliveries, and they have the tendency of bowling too fast and sometimes pitching short, and you see a number of the fast bowlers being pulled over deep backward square and mid wicket.
Yeah, you're right. What we have seen in the tournament, there have been a lot of short deliveries that would have picked up wickets. So Darren Ned is going to pick up the attack from the southern end, and he will be bowling to Alec Atenas. 79 runs required from 54 deliveries. Again, there's 4 fielders on the leg side, short fine leg, backward square. Just going a little bit closer to the left of the square leg umpire as Ned. Again, looking to turn this on the onside. Just comes off the pad. We'll wait for the signal. The signal leg by. Pretty quiet start, and Athens just seemed to be really trying to get a feel of things. And this one just went on the onside. It's 4 without loss. She and Andrew. Just to continue with the leg side field, there's a mid wicket, right back on the boundary and mid on in the circle. The offside field, well, no slip, third man right back, squarish, third man right back, backward point, cover, extra cover, and mid off. As Darren Ned over the wicket, ball to Andrew. Andrew is coming forward and play to cover. Really good backing up there, single taken. Good running by Athens. They score moved to 5 without loss.
Yeah, Cronin, not a very big total, just 81 to get, and the batsmen Atanas and Andrew just looking to get things on the way.
Yeah, they would want to make every effort to get up to that score, as was said before. This one is full to the bat, just comes off the edge, appealed by the bowler, but it seemed to play into the surface and just bouncing to the keeper. Yeah, and as was said before, it's a team that haven't done well in the batting. I would think this being the last game, they really want to make an effort to get above 80, which is required for victory. They need to get 82 for victory. I think it's imperative that they really get a good start. The main player like Athens would want to bat as long as possible so that they could achieve that target of scoring 82 for victory. This one is pulled down to the man at mid on. They did not get in hold of it. Again, unfortunate not that you were able to get it to drop just short of the mid-on fielder in Bishop.
Yeah, this one grew tall on Athens, looking to hit it over somewhere over mid-wicket, but just succeeded in hitting it just to the left of Teddy Bishop at mid-on.
First really aggressive shot attempted by Athens. Now Andrew into strike. Andrew is choking this one on the offside again. Good running. The coming for a single. Chad Charles just running around, not picking up cleanly, but have been good running so far. Judging the singles very well. It's 7 without loss as the second over. It's just a delivery away. And Ned is coming over the wicket. Just pulling the third man on the boundary, bringing him up into the circle. Probably getting him a little finer as he's on his way to bowl to Athens. Athens driving over backward point, and this is going to go into the boundary for 4. Ball pitched up, and he really leaned into it and really hit it over that backward point position for 4.
Yeah, this occasion Ned providing some whiff for Athens. This ball outside the off stump and a bit of whiff, and Athens with all his flair and guile just opening the face and hitting this one over backward point down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, would be happy to pick up an important boundary. Athens moved 6 from 9 deliveries. And it's 11 without loss. Completion of the second over. Ned going for 7 in that over. Jaron Noel bowled the first over, and he went for 3. So Cinnamon Pieces 11 without loss. And we want to get up to a score that they haven't been able to reach for numerous occasions in this tournament.
Yes, they have really struggled, Cinnamon Pieces as a batting unit, and we saw the last game they winning on in the last over, and really want to make amends of that 81.
Casimir Thomas around the wicket. This one is lofted. Where does this go? Extra cover, and he's out caught. Again, really, Andrew looking to clear the offside field and really not getting anywhere close to it. And only succeeded hitting it in the air, and the field had cover. Just having to jog back there and picking up a rather simple catch.
Yeah, good breakthrough there by the the Clove challengers, picking up the wicket of Andrew. Andrew looking to hit this one over extra cover, and this one's just splicing off the outside edge and presenting an easy catch in the end to the fielder at extra cover.
So it's 11 for 1. We see in there Andrew. Andrew going for 2. Javed Hazard, who really started the tournament well, I think got a pretty good score early in the tournament, but haven't been able to go on. He will want to settle with Atenes, who will face Thomas. This one is played to the short fine leg. Again, picking up another single. The fine leg had to move to his right. Ball's slowly coming off the bat. So Atenes moves to 7. It's 12 for 1. The right-handed Hazard comes into strike. Again, just a sort of overcast condition. As you see, we have lost whatever sunshine, little sunshine there was. Oh, Thomas comes over the wicket to bowl to the right-handed Hazard. Nice, over the wicket bowl to Hazard. Hazard is pushing this one down to long on, and the fielder comes off the boundary. And the amble another single. So Hazard off the mark with 1. 13 for 1. We into the 3rd over. Cinnamon Pacers need to get up to 82 for victory. And we see in the field again, one short third man in the circle. Cover point, and this one is swung. Reverse sweep, they hit down to that wide long leg, goes over the rope for 6. And good shot played there by Atenes, just turning and hitting it over long leg, wide long leg, and that just go over the rope for 6. And it's a shot that he has made his own. He really have been playing it well, and he picked up an important boundary.
Yeah, good improvisation there by Atenes, picking up the length of this delivery quite early and playing the reverse sweep. A very productive shot for him.
So he goes to 13, 19 for 1. Thomas, once again to Atenes. He's coming forward and play to midwick. He's probably going to look for 2 here. The fielder had come off the boundary and really should have been 2. So I think they made up their mind just to take a single. It's 20 for 1. Atenes on 14. The right-handed Hazard comes back into strike. Again, we see T10 coming off the long off boundary into mid-off. This one is choked down to mid-wicket. Again, and he picks up another single. So 1 more to Hazard. And scoring in singles as the 3rd over is completed. 21 for 1. Cinnamon Pacers trying to get up to 82 for victory.
Yeah, 10 runs coming off this over from Thomas, despite taking the wicket of the batsman Andrew. But still some 10 runs coming off this over.
Yeah, not a bad over. 10 runs off the over. But again, we see both batsmen, particularly Atenes, not trying anything rash. Just seemingly looking to take his time. Maybe try to play each ball on his merit. It's not a big total. So he would want to bat as long as possible.
Yeah, it's just 81 run to get some 61 more to get of 42 balls. And Alec Atenes, knowing that he's one of the main batters, would want to stay there and ensure that the team crosses over the line.
Yeah, it's so important that each player seemingly understand the responsibility. We've seen Atenes making an effort really to try to stay as long as possible, and he would know the responsibility on his shoulder, ability to take the team right through, and he probably would want to bat even up to the 8th over. And this ball is looking to pull. Just go back, just to the right of the bowler there. Hazard looking to pull. Forsyth, who picked up the attack from the southern end. First delivery, short, but being able to extract some bunks there. And Hazard was defeated with the bunks of that delivery. So one more to Hazard. He's on 322 for 1. In overcast condition as Forsyth, right arm over to left at the Atenas, who just cover up and push on the onside, and they're going to pick up a single, not field cleanly by the bowler. Yeah, there's some real intent as we look at the batting of Atenas, really trying to get into good position as he carefully pushes that ball on the onside, bouncing off the bowler and picking up another single. So the right-handed Hazard prepares as Forsyth. Short ball pulled and down to mid-wicket. Again, the batsman pick up another single. So 24 for 1. Getting just a bit darker.
Yeah.
I'm sure we would have an indication of what the hill look like in a while. As the left-handed Atenas come back into strike. Short ball hit down to or hit over that backward square position for 6 with all the ease in the world. You know, there was no no rush. He just got into position and hit it over backward square, and it just cleared the boundary for another 6.
Yes, too easy. Atenas really just helping himself to 6. The bowler Forsyth with not express pace by any means, and bowling short. Atenas just helping himself to 6. A magnificent shot.
Yeah, there's nobody on that backward square boundary. As Forsyth, this one is played to mid-wicket, and the fielder comes off the boundary. They would settle with 1. It's Atenas moves to 22. It's 31 for 1. Still 1 delivery left in this over. It's 4th over. But quiet start by Atenas as Hazard. Short delivery played to square leg, and again good call in there by Atenas. Ball traveling really quickly to that backward square position there, and the batsman stayed the ground. That completes the over number 4, completes the power play. Cinnamon Pieces trying to get up to 82 for victory there, 31 for 1 after 4 overs.
Yeah, a steady power play there by Cinnamon Pieces. Crony, I need some clarification there. Will the winner of this game play tomorrow?
No. This actually is playing for the 5th position.
5th and 6th position.
This, as you know, this is 2 teams at the bottom of the table.
Right.
And really, would say who is 5th and who is 6th.
Yeah.
Really, and the second game that comes on later on is really the critical game. That game will determine who meets Nutmeg Warriors in the final.
Okay. All right.
So it's 31 for 1 after 51 runs required from 36 deliveries. Jaron Noel, who had bowled his first over only for 3 runs, comes back into the attack, and he will bowl to Atenas. Atenas is back and staying this one. Again, down to the short third man. And it just seems as though he's really intent on really not to take any undue risks, any chances. As he faces another delivery from Noel, and he's sweeping down to the backward square boundary for 4. Again, reverse sweep, quickly getting into the position, a ball, and hitting it really firmly between that, which would have been the short third man and the backward square. And it goes down to the boundary for 4.
A lovely shot by Atenas. If the first reverse sweep wasn't good enough, then this one was played even better. And rolling his wrist along the ground. 4 runs. A lovely shot by Atenas. And he seems to really be picking up the pace right now.
Yeah, confident shot. 35 for 1. He moved to 26 from 17. We see now that the cover just going a bit squarer. As Noel once again to Atenes. Shot, keeping low and well played by Atenes. Again is looking to probably hit down to that square position. And ball just staying down a bit. And really was quick to get down on it. This is one of the few deliveries that we saw kept very low. And he's coming forward and play to mid wicket. He will pick up 2 runs there as the fielder T10 had to run up and across to his left. And Atenes pick up another 2. 37 for 1. He moves to 28. And we are still in the 5th over. Cinnamon Peters close challengers, so I think it was 41 in the 4th over. Again down the leg side. Noel just training length. And Atenes inside of it. Again, not trying anything rash, just maybe to turn it neatly, which would have beat the short fine leg. It made no contact for this delivery. Again, keeping a little bit low, push back on the onside. And Atenes equal to this delivery, just kept a bit low. It's 38 for 1. Atenes 28. We have so far faced 20 deliveries. As he faces final delivery from Noel, short and played down to mid wicket. Long on, and again they're going to pick up 2 easy runs as the batsman having to the fielder having to run really from a mid wicket down to a sort of widest long on. A little surprising that the captain T10 didn't move to his left, but 2 more runs to Atenes takes the score on to 30. And it's 40 for 1. We have just concluded 5 overs.
Yes, skipper T10 favoring his right leg, and pointing out to Ned that he really couldn't get to this one. Easy 2 by Atenes, moving on to 30. Score moving on to 40 for 1 after 5 overs halfway. Just some 42 runs of 40 deliveries. Cinnamon Pacers, I would think, would be the happier of the 2 teams right now.
Yeah, they're certainly doing it well. They're certainly doing it well, and will want to continue. We've seen that Atenes really making every effort to actually play each ball on his merit. And he will want to stay there as long as possible. And if he's there, it certainly gives the team confidence. Give the teams a lot of confidence trying to chase that total of 82, which is required for victory.
Yes, Crone, you're quite right about that. And we see Captain T10 introducing himself to the bowling from the southern end.
Yeah, he would want to pick up a wicket, which would be so important for Clove challengers. And he's bowling to long off on the boundary, cover on the boundary, first delivery. This ball is played on the offside, and again the batsman ambles a single. That's 1 more to Hazard. He's moved to 5, 41 for 1. We are in the 6th over, still 41 runs required from 29 deliveries. It's really not a big score. And they would want to really finish strong. As the left-handed Atenes comes into strike and again pushes to mid-wicket with the attempt at second run. Just pick up another single. Again, you see him not taking really no undue risk. Just playing each ball out in merit, push it to cover. So really an effort, a really serious effort is made here by Cinnamon Peters and to get up to that score, 42 for 1. As the right-handed Hazard comes back in the strike, ball giving some ace, hit down to backward square, and it's going to cross the road for 4. Again, just strain around the legs there, and Hazard getting down and hitting that really well, down to backward square for 4.
Yes, Hazard picking up this one from just about middle stump and using his wrist nicely, controlling this one over square leg for 4. I must say the body language of the Clove challengers really are not saying a lot this morning.
You're certainly right about that. As the left arm spin of ETN tossed up, this one is stroked down to again that mid-wicket position. And the fielder really having it coming off the boundary. And they again they amble another single. 47 for 1. Still 35 runs needed from 26 deliveries. Yeah, just a little bit low key. And one could understand that they probably are disappointed with the batting effort. Left-handed Atenes plays to mid-wicket. Long on really. Again, satisfied with just picking up another single. 48 for 1. And Atenes score moves to 32. Right-handed Hazard comes back into strike. As we look at the field, long off, cover, short third man, backward point, cover on the boundary, short delivery. Again, he looking to play somewhere down to third man, make no contact. And that, let's see, completes another over. 6 overs being bowled, 48 for 1. Cinnamon Pacers endeavoring to get up to 82 for victory.
Yeah, very good going there by Cinnamon Pacers. Not really doing anything out of character, out of the ordinary now. Just picking up the singles, the odd boundaries. This is probably going to be enough to take them home.
Yeah, playing it safe, 48 for 1. And Atenes playing a measured inning, really. Not taking much chances, but really putting away the bad balls. We have seen him play 2 reverse sweep, one going for 6, one going for 4. A shot, that he somewhat has made his own and really been playing it confidently. Thomas in the second over. Atenes again goes down and swing this one over backward square for 6. Again, a reverse sweep and really hitting it really cleanly over that backward square position, and it went over the rope for 6.
Yes, Atenes are really showing how the reverse sweep is being played, and the first 2 deliveries along the ground, but this one hitting it way over deep backward square for a magnificent 6. This was an excellent shot by Atenes.
54 for 1, 6.1 overs. And he's looking to sweep, hit on the pad, loud appeal, and he's out leg before. Really, a shot you would not have encouraged there. Just begin to move in his crease. And when we were all thinking that, listen, he was playing it so well at 54, as we look at the replay, look at his movement there. And hit in front. Good decision by umpire John Mark. Really just a lapse in concentration. And Atenes going 54 for 2.
Yeah, Atenes just losing his way there a little bit, and after this magnificent shot, really looking to sweep this one over the backward square and being trapped plumb in front.
Yeah, something probably would have got into his head. You just hit a beautiful shot for 6, pushing the score to 54 for 2 with 28 needed from 22 deliveries. All it really meant normal batting to get you up to 82. And he will be very disappointed with the shot that you have played. He's too much a better player to be attempting the shot that you would have played. Thomas picked up 2 for 16 in the second over, 54 for 2. As Desmond Maloney comes in to replace Atenes. 54 for 2, the right-handed Maloney. And we probably, as we see now, ETN move into, and you settle at extra cover. So the offside field, short third man in the circle, backward point in the circle, extra cover in ETN in the circle, and there's a cover on the boundary. And there's long off right back, leg side field. Quite a big gap on the leg side, short fine leg. And then we have backward square mid wicket and long on the right back on the ropes. First delivery to Etienne He's hit, played on the pad. He's looking for a single there and really just managed to get through there. Maloney, Desmond Maloney, not being very confident there. As this one, he probably got some bat onto it. Just went on the onside. And belatedly, they went for that single.
Yeah, Maloney would definitely have been run out at the non-strikers end.
Yeah. 55 for 2. Thomas. Hazard is doing some little adjustment to this with his glove as he settled to face another delivery from Thomas. As he's over the wicket ball, and he's down the wicket, looking to drive and drop just in front that backward point there. Again, bit of unsurety there, and this could have easily gone to that backward point or even the short third man. Again, not in control of that shot, Hazard. He remains on 10 as he faces Thomas. Short delivery, hit down to mid wicket, and this could really beat both fielders again. Really misunderstanding there. Bishop coming around actually allowed this ball to go through. Got the impression.
Having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that.
Welcome boundary.
Yes, a bad miss there by the two fielders, Bishop and the other one fielder at the mid wicket, really making a meal out of this one.
59 for 2. Hazard moved to 14. The face and a little shot outside the off stump, hit but straight to the backward point. Again, there's no chance of a run, and that completes the over. So we have had some 7 overs completed. It's 59 for 2. They still require to get 23 runs from 18 deliveries. Javed Hazard 14 from 12, and Maloney just 1 from 1. Cinnamon Peters 59 for 2.
Yeah, good over there by Thomas, picking up the wicket of Atenas and also picking up 2 wickets for 21 from his 2 overs. So not a bad going at all. Cinnamon Pacers really trying to make heavy weather out of this 81 run target there now with the loss of Alec Atenas, Maloney coming in and to join Hazard, and immediately some added pressure on the batters.
Yeah, the sun comes back out, so we're seeing some really better condition, sun shining brightly. Maloney is going to prepare to face Darren Ned in his second over, his first over going for 7. And for Maloney, third man right back on the boundary. Just a point in the circle. T10 cover in the circle. As Ned, this ball is pushed back on the onside. He's looking for a run there, and really could have been really in trouble there. Ned coming around quickly, didn't show. But Hazard looking for a non-existent single. We've seen really some nerves being displayed by both batsmen. Maloney could have been run out in the previous over. Ball just missing the stump. Ned and Hazard. And this one is driving down to the cover fielder on the boundary, and they amble a single. This goes 60. Maloney moves to 2. Both players just need to settle himself a bit. There's only 22 runs required from 16 deliveries.
Who you think is going to take this one home, Granny? I know you're always right about these predictions. Which team is going to come out victorious?
Ned. Again, he's looking to steer this ball down to third man, makes no contact. I'm not sure that I'm always right. I probably was right maybe on one occasion, but I'll be very disappointed if Cinnamon Pizza doesn't get up to that score. Really will be disappointed. They are 60 for 2 in the 8th over. Just 2 wickets down. Hazard on 14 and Maloney on 2. Hazard in strike. the right-handed Hazard. And Darren Ned in his second over only conceded some 8 runs so far. He's up ball to Hazard. He's looking to pull there, and this one seemed to have struck him some way by the helmet, maybe on the face. We probably gonna have a look at the nose taking off the helmet. Just seemed to be hit on the forehead somewhere. Physio Mario Christopher is quickly out. Don't look to be too serious. Yeah, just probably just above the ears there. He's looking to pull, and that ball came in sharply.
Well, Crony, you know, with the protocols these days, there must be a concussion check. Yeah. So Dr. Mario doing the right thing. He's out there, and he's just going to check the batsman.
Yeah, very quick off the block was Mario there. He's trying to make sure that he's okay. Hazard looks seem to be okay.
So you're not going to predict on who's going to win.
No, I would predict that Cinema Pacers will win.
Cinema Pacers?
Yeah, will win.
All right.
Certainly will be disappointed if they don't.
Well, we cannot go against you, Crony. Both myself and Stevenson Worm, we have always been wrong, and you seems to be the one getting it right. So I'll wait and see.
Well, keep in mind that I only got it right on one occasion. 60 for 2. Cinnamon Peters need 82 for victory. And Darren Ned, still 2 deliveries left in his spell. And he's on his way to bowl to Hazard. He's up to the wicket. This one slower delivery and hit down to mid wicket. And the batsman ambles a single. It's 61 for 2. And Hazard moves to 15 from 15 deliveries. So 13 deliveries left, 21 runs required. Deshaun Maloney on 2 comes in to strike as Darren Ned. This one is played to cover ETN. Yeah, just seemed to be carrying a bit of an injury. The batsman pick up another single as we complete the 8th over. It's 62 for 2 with Javed Hazard 15 and Maloney on 3.
Yeah, good over by Ned, just conceding some 3 runs and a good spell really. 2 overs. He didn't pick up a wicket, but only 10 runs. And Ned, Crony, I think Ned is such a, you know, he has such a bright prospect. I know we are playing the very short vision, but I would love to see him in the 50 over, and maybe probably getting a chance to play the 40 version, because he's quite a versatile cricketer.
Yes, you're right. He certainly is. And you know, as I said, that he was first spotted with his pace that he bowled, but he has come along in the last few years, and his batting has really picked up quite a big way as ETN. This ball is driven down to long on. Bishop comes off the boundary. So that one more to Maloney. Again, not really getting into the right position. We have seen in this tournament that a lot of our batsmen, John, have the tendency looking to swing from just outside there off some hit down. This one hit down to cover again by Hazard, and they pick up another single. What's really making the point that we have seen that a lot of batsmen looking to swing from outside the off stump there down to that mid wicket long on position. ETN, shorter delivery, looking to cut, make no contact, where we would think that a lot of runs could have been scored if they get closer to the delivery and hit maybe over mid off. And we have seen wickets being fell because they're not getting into the right position. Wide delivery by ETN. Again, maybe something that maybe we can look at going forward. As ETN, yeah, seem to be really struggling. Even his bowling action as this one is hit down to long. And again, Bishop in the way for yet another single. 66 for 2. And yes, I was making a point that when they look back, they will need to really look at that. And as Etienne just giving the ball some air, hit down the long, and this one would go very close to the boundary, and Bishop comes around, make a good stop. This one was firmly struck, and
they only scored one run.
And only picked up a single in the process.
Yes, 1 run.
67 for 2. And John, as you said before, tried making it look so difficult. Pitched up again, and this one, he comes down on it, play to cover. Again, the batsman pick up another single, and that completes the 9th over. And 68 for 2, John. We do have a game on our hand.
Yes, Crony, an excellent over by Roland Etienne. Just slowing up really, and the batsman Maloney and Hazard, they really cannot get this ball away over the boundary. With some 14 runs of 6 deliveries, it could go either way.
So they have the score, the biggest over to get to cross the line. 14 in the last over, 6 balls remaining. Etienne ended with no wicket for 14 runs. But they have been able to keep things pretty tightly. One felt at one time it was, it was formality, the batting of Alec Atenas. But they still need 14 from the last over. 68 for 2, but with wickets in hand, I would think that you will want to go from the first ball.
Yeah, Crony, just to go back a little bit and touch on the the batsman opting to go cross batted shots, and I believe you are quite right when you said we could see a little more batsmen getting closer to the deliveries, looking somewhere to hit maybe over cover, over mid off, over long on, rather than cross batting, and it hasn't been very productive for them. We see most of them being caught on the boundaries, and it's really something that from a batting unit someone can really look at.
So Forsyth is going to bowl the final over, and Cinnamon Pacers need to get 14 runs to win. And let's look at the field. Short third man. There's a point on the boundary. Etienne just waving his hand. He's at cover. There's a cover on the boundary. Long off. Right back. And this one is hit down to the mid-wicket fielder on the boundary. And again, they just amble a single. So 5 balls remaining, 13 runs. John, it seems as though I will get this one wrong. 69 for 2.
Well, two lusty blows, Coney can still do it.
Yes, you're right. Forsyth. This one comes off the edge and goes down to third man for 4. So welcome boundary. Again, looking for the big drive. And the ball taken there. Just going to the right of the keeper. And third man, a bit square, had no chance. And they picked up a very important boundary.
Yes, this one outside the off stump, and Hazard throwing everything at this one. This one just peeling off the outside edge where a second slip would have been, and going down to the boundary.
73 for 2, 9 from 4. Cyprian Forsyth to Hazard. Hazard is swinging. Where does this one go? And lovely shot that go over long on for 6. Again, pitched up and really got under it and lifted it over long on for 6. And what a shot!
Yeah, more over mid wicket, deep mid wicket into the blue stands on the eastern side of the park, and Hazard really getting into this one. A delivery which Forsyth missed the mark, and really Hazard really gotten under this one. A magnificent shot by Hazard.
3 from 3. Forsyth. And he's looking to drive this one, go to short third man, beats the short third man, and it will go very close to the boundary. The fielder is after it, maybe just top it, just inside the boundary. And the batsman come back for 3. And certainly the umpire just trying to make sure. Victory for Cinnamon Pacers, 82 for 2, just with 2 balls remaining. And what a match.
Yes, Crony. Again, you got it right, Crony. foresight, really just missing his mark on a number of occasions in this over, and Hazard really coming through for his team. A good win for Cinnamon Pacers, 82 for 2, really moving themselves from the seller position.
Yeah, and really, it made it look harder than really should have been. We saw the Baton of Athens actually leading the attack, and I think he played very well. And unfortunately, he played probably a ill-advised shot, and he went for 38. But he looked very focused in this inning, and they really, when he left, it really came down to the batting of Maloney and Hazard, who would have been able to take them home, but not without some difficulty. So we just seen the players usual just meeting each other. Cinnamon Pacers won this final game by 8 wickets, and really I think Clove Challenge would have played pretty well. I think they would have still made it difficult. They bowled very well. The bowling of Gerard Noel, he started off very well. Darren had 2 good overs. Thomas 2 overs, and Cypress Forsyth, probably the most expensive, and maybe a little surprising that he was given the last over to bowl.
Yes, both Cinnamon Pacers and Clove Challengers would be very disappointed with the type of tournament that they had. If you look at Clove Challengers, they have always found themselves in good positions, but just couldn't finish up games, and hence the reason why they are in this position today. The Cinnamon Pacers, on the other hand, really didn't get off this tournament. The batting lacked substance and stuff, and they really had no confidence. You could have seen from the start of the tournament, the performance just keep going down and down, and well, they won the last 2 games. They won the game before this one and this one, but generally very disappointing by both teams throughout the tournament.
Yes, and you're looking at Cinnamon Pacers have been a team that got into the finals the first edition. I think, yes, there are some different players, but generally you would expect that they come into this tournament with some confidence. But it hasn't been seen by the performances. I think, as you rightly said, the batting has really let them down. And as was said before, it's a team that haven't scored much more than 80. I think probably 1 or 2 occasions they would have passed that score. So certainly with this victory, they would feel good to actually end off with a victory. Well, we have Cherise down there, and I know she have Alec Atenas with her. So over to you, Cherise.
Thank you very much, Stevenson. I'm here with Alec Athenas of the Cinnamon Pacers and Andy Noel of the first Vice President of the Grenada Cricket Association. Today's Man of the Match award goes to Mr. Alec Athenas, scoring 38 runs, 3 fours and 3 sixes with 3 sixes. Alec, can you tell us a little bit about your batting performance here?
Well, I think it was a decent total at first. So my role was just to bat through. I think I managed that a bit, even though I got out. But I think the guys played a very important role today with the ball, and the fielding was good.
Okay, and most times when we're here, we hear about what the team plans are. What were your personal plans going into today's inning?
Well, as I said, it was just about 3 innings. The team, I think, relies heavily around my performance. So I think it was just about batting through and making sure that we got over the line.
And would you say, with any personal goals you would have set for yourself throughout this tournament, would you say you've achieved any of those?
Well, my friend Pastor could agree with me. I think I've been a little below par this tournament. Coming from a little injury, but not making any excuses. But I think the goal that I've set for myself, I'm nowhere close to it.
Okay, well, you have one more game to prove yourself. All the best for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thanks.
Back up to you, Ms. Stevenson.
All right, Crony, not
Crony. Yeah.
Well, interesting comment in that, and we were saying here that he had to, as we picked up, the intention was to bat right through, and he did show that he was making an effort to bat right through. Just was able to get through, and I think he was honest and really humble. That the goals he set, he was really far from it.
Yeah,
So,
Atanas is one of the players that really sets high standards for himself.
So the news, Cinnamon Pacers, they won by 8 wickets, being required to score 82. They made 82 for 2. And just a quick look at the scorecard. We have Atenes LBW Thomas, 38. Andrew, outscored by Alexander Bowl Thomas for 2. Javed Hazard, not out 30. Maloney, not out 7. 82 for 2. The bowling, Noel, 2 overs, no maiden, 12 runs, no wicket. Ned, 2 overs, no maiden, 10 runs, no wicket. Thomas, 2 overs for 21 runs. He picked up the 2 wickets that fell. Forsyth, 1.4 for 24 runs. And Ronald Etienne, 2 overs for 14. Cinnamon Pacers winning by 8 wickets. And they really will be happy that they ended the tournament with a victory. Well, we do have the important game coming up this afternoon. That game will determine who goes through to meet Nutmeg Warriors. So we have Ginger Generals and we have Bailey Blasters. That game is going to start at 2:30. Until then, we hope that you're going to join us, and we take a break now. And please join us for the afternoon game.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Soul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Soul, wherever your journey begins.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
boy this.